Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Minecraft Windows 10 Edition Let's Play series, where we are building the town of Solace. My name is Stattercant, and in today's episode, which is a little bit overdue, we are going to be doing a bunch of things. As you can see behind me, there's a spruce tree. What you don't know is that the spruce tree is actually on the platform that is going to be the floor for the inn of the last home. Now in this episode, since I'm going to be doing so many things that are so repetitive, I am going to be focusing more on the story than on telling you what I am doing exactly. And I will be blend cutting many of the things that I'm doing. So the first thing I have to explain is this hole. In the Inn of the Last Home is built around the tree trunk of a massive valenwood tree. Now, one of the main features of the inn is in the common room, which is like the central room where people come in to sit and talk and have drinks and food and Otek's famous spiced potatoes. One of the inner walls is actually not built. It's actually the trunk of the tree. So it's one of the main branches of the tree. And when I built the leaning trunk, I forgot to include that bit. So I've cleared out this hole here to give a sort of shape to the massive trunk that will hold that wall. And that wall is especially important, and the shape of that trunk has meaning, because in the first meeting of the heroes of the lands when they returned to Solace, and it's actually the first meeting of all the heroes well, not all of the main heroes of the lands, because it's the first meeting between Tannis and Goldmoon and Riverwind and many other characters that I will be talking about later on as the video and stories progress. We have a very distinct situation, which is that Raistlin Majer sits in a nook of that wall. And if you remember the day that I decided that I was going to read you a little bit of the description of what the inn looked like, and the start when the old man is fixing things to throw a party, one of the things that he's doing is actually moving a table so that it'll fit on this space right here, where my little dog was. That during the day is fully lit, but that during the night is shaded away from or hidden away from the firelight, from the fireplace, and from many other light sources. So now, as you see, I've built up the frame for the building itself. Now I'm going to fill out this with dirt, and there we go, dirt, and then so I can place the wood. As I've stated many times over, wood in Minecraft has a direction. So I'm going to be building this wall, this trunk, which actually goes up to the second story of the inn, which I have not yet built. I have not yet started work on that, but we'll get to in an upcoming episode. So I'm just gonna do this. There we go. 3 tall for now, which is basically how high I am going to be building the common room and the kitchen. It's going to be 2.5 because you have to take into account the ceiling. Now, Unfortunately, in the PE version and the Windows 10 version of Minecraft, we do not have colored glass. So I cannot make the stained glass windows that are a characteristic of the Inn of the Last Home. They have to be plain crystal clear glass. So, but still, the inn features several large windows that I'm going to be building like this, like 4 wide windows, 4-panel wide windows, all throughout the common room. And yes, I like how this is coming along. And that's spruce tree. There we are. As you can see, I am skipping ahead a little bit, and I'm not telling you everything that I'm doing because mostly you can see what I'm doing. Now, here we go. And alrighty, I've built this stone wall here. This I've replaced with stone because this is a kitchen oven, and fire spreads to wood, so I can't have the oven that I want with wooden walls. So I think, and also for the fireplace, I'm going to have to do the same thing, which will be around here. And this is something that I realized a little later than I should have. So let's see, that's a 4 wide fireplace. 2 here and 2 here, and I'm gonna have to put some stone here as well, because this will probably catch fire. Does not. I'm gonna have to pick up all those things. Now, this is not exactly the best look. I wish I could do something else, but there we go. Here we are, and here we are. There we are. But we have to have like stone around. In the novels and in the books and everything, this fireplace is dwarven built. So to resemble the tree trunk of a Valenwood tree. Unfortunately, Minecraft textures do not allow me to do that. Like, give wood-like grain to stone, but still, the best I can hope for is the stone brick. Now let's start building the kitchen in here, and I'm gonna need a furnace because I'm gonna be like creating stone brick, which means that I'm gonna have to be doing stone. And let's put this here. No, hold on. No, that doesn't go there. Here I want to have a proper oven with fire. So I'm going to be crafting a little bit later on. But this is not made out of stone. You dope. Right? So I'm going to have a crafting table here. Later on I might add more things to it. But I'm going to have a furnace, maybe a couple of furnaces here. The fireplace, the crafting, I'm going to need an anvil. I'm going to need a couple of things in this kitchen to make it look really good. And I'm going to have to move this chest inside. Now, yep, that was a jump. Yeah, so as you can see, I've been jumping around a little bit. I'm not being as straightforward, continuous as usual, but it's just that most of these tasks are so repetitive. But now I am going to start a really cool project. One of the issues that I've had is that coming up the stairs, it's really dark at night, and that is dangerous. So I am going to create myself a solar panel. Now, unfortunately, that last bit and the following clip were broken, but as you saw there, I've already placed in the lamps, and get out of there. I've placed the lamps throughout the staircase. Unfortunately, the clip where I was doing that was irredeemably lost to my hard drive. Somewhere in my hard drive. I just couldn't get it back, so I can't show you exactly how I placed them, but it was just pretty much break the wood, put the lamp. Now, this is going to be the first redstone mechanism or system in Solace, and here we go. There we are. Here, it's a daylight sensor, because I want these lights to turn on during the night. So as soon as the sun starts going down, and the higher I build the upper trunk around which the common room is built, the earlier the light will go out, because this is getting light through that hole up there, and as soon as it stops receiving light, it will turn the lights on. Now, I'm using half slabs because, as most of you might know, half slabs conduct redstone signals only in one direction. They actually don't transmit the redstone signal downwards, only upwards. So, yeah. Now I'm gonna have to do a little splitting here, because I have one light. Ooh! Ow! That's gonna happen quite a bit, I'd wager. But here we go, and up we are. Now, where are we? There we are. All right. So there we go. We have light there, and we have a signal here, signal here, signal, and let's put repeaters here. Let's put a repeater there, and see. Oh, they need to be facing into the lamp in order to work. Yes, they do. So without the repeater, I can make it work, but I'm gonna have to do some redesign in here. So let me think. Not this way. Not this way. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it this way. I don't know. Let me think and redesign and show you what comes next. But anyway, I'm gonna have to take the redstone signal from the daylight sensor into all of the lamps, and there we are. There we are. We've got light, and now I've just skipped ahead. And as you can see, there was a bunch of half slabbing and going up, and some repeater work, and some scaffolding, and a lot of falling down that you probably would have enjoyed seeing, but that I decided that my pride couldn't take showing. So, yeah. But we've got lights, ladies and gentlemen. if all goes well, if I've hooked everything up right, because it's day, so I don't know if all the redstone is properly wired and connected, but fingers crossed, all the lamps should light up. And oh, yes sir, they light up. At least that one and this one and this one. And what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Huh. I have to check on this. Now this part, since it's far away from the trunk, doesn't have light, and I'm gonna have to find a way to light it up. Now here we are, back up, and this time around I am going to be building the roof of, or at least a part of the roof. So, and I would be doing it in a super fast time lapse because, as I said at the beginning of this video, we have a ton of work to do. And I mean a ton, because I want to finish at least a large portion of the inn here. So there we are. And the common room, you might be asking, why doesn't it have a roof? Well, because that roof is a slanted roof on a big part of it that is actually the outer roof of the inn. So that's going to have to wait until I have a second story up, which is still a couple of ways away. But everything else that's supposed to be roofed on the first floor is. And let's build. Alright. And I fell down and had to come back up here and put this up and finish this. I'm gonna finish walling up at least this part in the common room. And there we go. I am out of spruce wood, but it looks nice. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build the oven. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, netherrack. I have placed netherrack, and here's some stone half slabs. And I think I should probably extend this a little bit. Here we are, and a little bit further here, and you can see all my lovely redstone work down there. And let's see. Alright, that's looking good. Now let's put some stone here and some half slabs. Nope, half slabs. Some, there we are. Half slabs, not there. There and there. There we are. And this has to be stone. Otherwise, we will have a forest fire on our hands. So here's half slab there. And full brick there. There we are. Full block. Now, there we are. That ought to keep everything nice and covered. And I'm not sure if that was going to hold, so I am going to have to light that up and hope that I don't start a blaze that'll consume the entire building, because that would be bad. Now, that won't come a little bit later. Now this is a storage room, so this one has no windows. So let's see, let's block this up, block it up, and now, as I've said before, well, I'm out of spruce wood and I'm gonna have to go spruce wood chopping, but as usual that's gonna be done off camera, because yeah, I don't want to have to deal with spruce wood. And I hope you cannot hear the airplane that is going right over my house right now, but if you can, then sorry, that's the problem of living on the path of an airport. Now, as I was saying before, this is a storeroom, and I will be using it to store all those things that I have in the chest that is blocking the entrance. I will be moving it here, so let's do this and this and this right there and this right there, and there we go. That's the shape of the inner trunk that I still need to finish with the spruce wood. So I will be moving the chest that I've got. Ran out of half slabs, so I need a little bit more, a few more, and just now I'm going to be moving that chest in here, and also all the chests that I have down in the staging area, because I am going to start using this as my main storage space, since I hope that I will be spending more time here than in the ground, especially once I get walkways between this tree and the library tree, and then I will start building the other houses like Tannis's house and Sturm's house and the Flint Fire Forge's house and Tasselhoff's and all those. So there's a few others. Oh, let's place a couple of these doors. I like these oak doors. So there we are. Doors. We've got doors, and yes, I skipped. I jumped ahead and I skipped to having all my things from that chest moved into my brand new storage room. Let's keep these things here, and this we're gonna put it somewhere. I'm gonna use 2 more of these because I'm gonna. Alrighty, and yes, as you can see, we've got doors. Now, the door to the storage room, I think it's gonna be different. And let's see. Here, I'm gonna add 1, 2 stone half slabs. I'm going to extend this one out just to be on the safe side, because I think, let's see, let's put this there, and and I'm just gonna put this here and here, and I'll fix those holes later on. Now, there we are, and that is the base of the fireplace. Now, I need to light this on fire, so on. There we are, one of those, and flint. Yes, I got it here. So, flint and steel, and let's start by this one right here. Alright, so far so good, but oh, I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. Oh, it seems to be, yep, it's on fire. Oh, shoot, come on, turn. Oh, and I think I have more fire. Come on, I don't see it. It's probably on the, yep, there it is. It's on the roof. So I am going to have to put some stone roofing there, and let's get up here. Yeah, there we are. More fire. Where's fire? Where is it? Yep, I'm gonna have to put some extra stone half slabs in there, but I'm gonna have to craft them because I am out of them. So let's leave that hole for now and go test the other one. Now this one doesn't have a roof, and it's not gonna have a roof, so that is good. I just want to see if the floor catches fire. Because if it does, I'm screwed. I would have to, but it doesn't look like it is. It is not, ladies and gentlemen. We have a working fireplace. Now, the oven, we know that it will work once I roof with stone, which means that I'm going to need sheep for carpet for the second floor. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am doing a slow-mo exit from the inn of the last home, because that is all the time I have for today. Now, if you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. If you really loved it and you want to know what comes next, then be sure to subscribe. This has been Daddercant. Peace out.